Hello, Monsters Abound here, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 3 and part 6 of my Kairos Fateweaver campaign, where the fight back against Oxyotl has begun. That's right, we are throwing everything we've got at him. We're going to break through his lines, retake our settlements, and then probably end up losing him again to someone else. But that's fine, because just as everything's just as planned. We foresaw this. We knew this would happen, and that's why it's... Shut up. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Anyway, so we've got Thyrus and Kairos' armies mashed together, moving into position, and then we have Oxyotl. I tell you what, fighting Oxyotl's a pain in the ass because it's so hard to find the fucker. Like, you want to kill him, and he's just hanging around behind you, shooting you. And I remember this as playing as Oxyotl. He's an absolute bloody nightmare to hunt down. Especially when you're trying to kill the rest of his army. I mean, he does have quite a lot of lads. We do have slightly more than him. But then we need to wipe this army out. And then we need to hit the settlement and retake it. And we will. Some Blessed-Igors riders ahead of the main army. Not a particularly sensible plan, lads. Oh well. Guess wings, deep fried wings on the menu. Meanwhile, yet more Blessed-Igors riders also want to die. Yikes. And Flamey getting some good kills there. The Horned Ones getting an absolute roasting before they finally managed to make it into... Of course, once they're in combat, the Blue Horrors, not exactly the best. Although, you know what? Their stats aren't the worst I've ever seen. So, you know, it's fine. Tell you what, the Red-Crested Skinks are kind of scary. Doing some good damage to them as they advance, but they are going to make it into combat, and then they will mince my Blue Horrors, but oh well. Our cavalry trying to get around our flanks. And Skink cohort slamming into our line just in time to get sucked off. And that's a lot of dead skinks. That's a pile of jammy skinks. Reducing the enemy numbers quite significantly. Ooh. Yeah, those skinks, though, are kind of the least of my worries. Do have a flanking force here. Cold Ones and Horned Ones. Those Horned Ones have got... This fucking guy and his fucking army... I'm here desperately cobbling together forces of Blue Horrors, and he's like, yeah, I'll get some Horned Ones, I guess. Absolute bastards. Severed Claw standing at the front of the army, not really doing much, but keeping the enemy army at bay, I guess. Although our main issues are going to be on the flank as the Red-Crested Skinks smash through our Blue Horrors. And then the Horned Ones throwing themselves into combat with the Marauders. Our Chaos Knights of Tzeentch charging in against the Cold One Riders there. The Cold One Riders are anti-large. No, they aren't actually. I thought they were anti-large. They are not anti-large. I thought they were. The Horned Ones, though, getting a charge in there. And the Marauders, although they do have a bonus versus large, the Horned Ones are much better than them. We're going to throw the Chaos Furies in. What effect this will have, I don't know. My guess is probably dead Chaos Furies. But it might swing the tide on the flank in my fair... That's not really doing very much, is it? No. Alright, well, you know. At least I won't have to pay him. However, the battle is turning in our favour, and Flamies get around on the flank there, laying into the enemy army, who are currently trying to break their way through our Blue Horrors and Marauder Spearmen. That's it, get them, lads. Show me who's boss. Oh, looks like there's a bit of a wavering happening for the Lizardman army. They have taken an absolute beating. And we've lost a fair few units ourselves, actually. The Tzeentch Knights on the flank. Oh, they're not doing anything. Guys, oh, never mind. Never mind. Okay, our left flank has kind of disintegrated. However, so is the Lizardman army. So while we may have lost some blue horrors, that's a sacrifice I am willing for them to make. And there's Oxyotl there with his 3 kills. Is that it? It's not very impressive. Oh, you've been spitting at Thyrus. I see. I see. Oh well, he's broken as well. This man army's beaten. Now we just need to make sure they're dead. We took a few losses, but they took more losses. That's the important thing. Now, Thyrus, your army is pretty fucked, so let's take the money. Exactly. Okay. Well, we were still replenishing, which is good. The Changeling's back. How exciting. I don't know if we want to pop him in our army. Or maybe in Thyrus's... Okay, let's pop you in that army. Oh, you do have the bonus movement, don't you? Yeah. Yeah. Alright, let's get rid of you. Double-barreled. That may not actually be the worst thing. Oh. Now, you will probably run away. But if we're gonna stick you in this army. There we go. We got some. Oh, that's a lot less movement than I thought you'd have, actually. Never mind. Okay, more barrier during battles, and mastery for horrors, cultists, and laws of change. Actually, that's not that useful right now, is it? That is not that useful right now. I do like flamers. I just think they're neat. Okay, you're getting double barrel because that means you get more missile strength and also reload time reduction. That's pretty good. Now, what was I researching? Was it disc taming? We were doing this, weren't we? And then, oh, I was getting more winds of magic. That leads on to reveal faction intentions, which is quite useful. You know what I do? I like screamers. I just can't recruit them yet. I do like them. Let's, you know what, more income from doing stuff. We could always teleport and then ambush that army. And it's not really much replenishment. I am a little bit nervous about Oxyotl. He could potentially attack us. I would be surprised if he did. It would be, I'll level with you, a very ballsy move.
The well of eternity.
Diomedes, I do like final transmutation. Thyrus got a little level up there. We don't have Forsaken. I guess let's go with this, seeing as the only units you have are blue horrors. So there we go. If we get the Infernal Citadel, we can upgrade the docks. That's going to give us a little bit more cash, which would be nice, because that's something we're really kind of like desperate. Oh, for fuck's sake! How have you got another army? I was like, yeah, this is it. We just break through this, no problem. But no, there's another fucking army. I should have just attacked, shouldn't I? I'm going to have to pull back and replenish. Holy shit, you're going for it. Now, you guys will be marching, but you know what? No. Not on your terms. Definitely not on your terms. I would have liked it more had we... Why are we taking... Oh, because of the Sotek shit. Can you get back into... You could get back into... Okay. Not ideal. Wanted to go for the attack. But it is what it is. We don't really have any building that gives us more replenishment, do we? That's a bit of a shitter. Alright, no problem. We can deal with this. Just cautious of money concerns. I mean, replenishment isn't too bad. I genuinely think we should be fine. And if we can replenish up, we can deal with this. It's not really gonna help me all that much. To be honest, control here is fine. So I could knock this down, because all it's doing is giving me more control, right? So we could build a building that gives us more money there. I'm going to bypass this. Well, indeed, yes, I did. I was going to say that myself, but you beat me to it. So, you losers are recruiting again.
Chaos awaits.
You're replenishing. We want to get this one, because that'll boost up our income. Potentially even make it so we're making money rather than losing it. The longer we wait here, though... I really don't like that attrition. On the other hand, their public order is not great, and they are having rebellions. I'm wondering if we can, like, really fuck them up somehow. If only I had a bajillion more books. If only I had a bajillion more books. Okay, Force Rebellion's pretty cheap. I'm gonna do something like this. See if we can, like, slow down any potential reinforcements. I need to replenish. We need to lure them into an ambush again. Wipe out the third army. And once we've killed them 3 times, we should be good. I hope. Okay, pirates over there. That's fine. War declared between Wintertooth and the Follows. Oh, they must be the... I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck, Throg? What are you doing? Okay. We're going to move both of our lads here. And we're going to see if we can lure them into an ambush. Okay, one turn. We should get more... I'm feeling good about this this getting more money type thing. What's the Winds of Magic? Ooh, Winds of Magic are bad. I kind of want that, because... Okay, then at least we're getting some Winds of Magic then. We're not losing it. Oh, fuck me. Have they got 2 stacks already? No. You are recruiting another stack, though. Okay. Stimulate growth, not the worst thing. I would like, if you could turn into a Lord of Change, that'd be pretty sweet. A Doom Knight. I don't know if that's good. Okay, we're gonna make you march. And we're going to see if we can lure this army into combat. Although they are recruiting feral Blessed-Igors, that's not really a worry for me. I feel like I should be able to take those out pretty easily. I need Way of Fate and Temporal Switch. Wherever that is. Oh, Temporal Switch there. Break Alliance. So I mean, getting free teleport. We're not quite in range there, but if we could get free teleport, then, you know, that'd be pretty sweet. All right, we're making zero. We're perfectly balanced, as all things should be. However, I would prefer to be balanced more in the making more money than I'm currently using. Okay. The problem is I don't know where Oxyotl is. If he's trying to ambush me, fighting off 2 stacks at the same time, not particularly good. Would not appreciate. Oh, I could build this. Would not appreciate that. Let's see if we can... We just need to lure you in. Come on! Take the bait. You know you want to. Oh, I kind of want to do this. It's dicey, because if we suddenly lose money for some reason... I don't know why we would do, but if we suddenly lose money for some reason... then we could potentially start taking... Because you take attrition on literally the turn you run out of money. And by that I mean the end turn. So by... If you hit a button and then... No. Okay. He doesn't... He's not taking it, is he? We could potentially just try the attack. We could potentially just try the attack. Unless we've got anything... Any sneaky shits. Like we could force rebellion. Halt faction, track army... Transfer settlement. Now could I transfer that to me? No. Is there anyone I could? Could just keep forcing a rebellion. I mean, what we could potentially do is so if we... What are you doing? Okay. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to move Kairos in. We're then going to teleport and get the ambush, because that means we get the reinforcements. They don't. And also, we maintain Kairos's Winds of Magic level, as long as we can keep these losers from getting off the battle map. I don't know if this is the same for all teleport battles, but they've got no escape route. So they don't really know what to do. They're just sort of like milling there for a minute. Now obviously our reinforcements are arriving in 10 seconds. And then we just need to knock out this army. And then this time make sure it stays dead. There's golden hounds. Taking big chunks out of that cohort of Sotek. Getting some reasonably good kills there. 52 kills. Not bad. Taking a little bit of fire there on the way out, but, you know, that's fine. And here comes Kairos. leading the reinforcements. Get into position, lads. Because I suspect the enemy army... I mean, if they're broken, if they like literally don't know what they're doing... There was this... Oh god, what was it? Was it Warhammer 2? Whenever you like... was it when they ambushed you or when you ambushed them? I think it's when you ambushed them and the AI just broke and they didn't know what to do. But it does look like these guys do actually know what they're doing. So they are charging now towards my lines. However, my boys are going to be in position before they get into range. Cold One Riders in the lead. They were at the rear of the column to start off with. And of course we do have the Changeling who's turned into a Doom Knight, which is fun. Just the one Doom Knight, actually. So I don't know what good he's going to do, but I guess he'll keep them busy for a little while Flamey and the horrors light up the enemy. So that's something. These big blocks of skink cohorts heading this way. A shame if they were to get sucked off. I say a shame. Obviously, I mean it would be amazing. That's it. Please feel free to feed into the big portal Eye of Horror. That's fine. Thank you. That's going to leave a big pile of dead skinks. Okay, they've hit us hard where Flamey is for some reason. I'm not entirely sure why. I guess they didn't like being set on fire. But a lot of them like throwing themselves in. We're now moving our Marauders to try and slow them down. The Bastion-Idors, while they won't do much damage, they are kind of wrecking balls. They will just smash through your line given half the chance. Chaos Knights and Spawn charging in. I mean, against the skink cohort here, we should do fairly well, considering we've reduced their armor to 0. And then the Chaos Knights should do, again, fairly well against the cohort. I mean, they do have Refuse to Die on, which means they won't take much... No, they won't die, will they? They'll take damage, but they won't die. The lie suck there. We did drop a Final Transmutation directly on all these guys as well. That did pretty good damage. Final Transmutation is a great spell for when you've kind of like got a lot of units like intermingled, because it only affects enemy units. I'm actually pulling my Chaos Knights out here because they actually took a bit of a beating from the cohorts. I think maybe it was probably my own fire as well. And then the Weird Spawn fighting Sarah Spears and not doing as well. They did really well against the skinks, but you know, now they're picking on someone their own size, and it turns out not working as well for them. Trying to bring down those Bastion-Idors to make life easier for myself, because I suspect this army will probably get away. And there we go. They are broken. Wait a sec. Why are you wavering? You're unbreakable. Useless bastards. I don't know. Okay, good starts. Let's take the replenishment. That does mean we need to follow this up. I could auto-resolve it. It says low. Do I trust it? Of course I don't. I could have auto-resolved this. I just don't trust it. I just don't trust it. I'd like to be able to see the exact outcome of a battle before I actually then go, yeah, that's fine. Like, I feel like it should just go, here's what's going to happen if you don't fight it. And then I can, you know, all right, okay, I'll fight it to make that result better. Flamey getting some good kills against the, you know, that extra range is so useful. Here goes the big old evil eye gates. And the horned ones getting incinerated. And, you know, this battle should not be particularly difficult. We've already taken out one of the Bastion. Down he goes. Another one getting a charge in on the Changeling, who... While a big old... What's this do? Great Standard of Sundering. Oh, okay. Just... miscast base chance. Fair enough. That's it. Bring down that other... There, right, another Bastion down. Now... It's kind of weird that the balance of power and when your army routes is based on the number of, like, well, the strength of your starting army. So, for example, we've killed this entire army, right? It's basically dead. They've lost their Raised-on hunting pack. That's pretty much dead. They've got a Skink Chief there. He's currently losing a lot of health. They've lost the Bastion. Only got one left, and they're Saros Oldblood General. That's it. That's all they've got. Oh, that's not entirely true. They've also got these Chameleon Skinks on my flank, which I've completely missed. I did not see them. Anyway, so this army's being very resilient, despite the fact that it's, you know, basically a mop-up operation that I would have auto-resolved if it wasn't for the fact that I did not trust the auto-resolve not to kill a shit ton of my army. Anyway. Finally, army losses take effect. And that army's dead. Okay, that's them dealt with. I'll take that replenishment. Thank you very much. Okay, now we meander back here in range to deal with Oxyotl. Yep, that's fine. Got some money coming in, and hopefully more money. That's it. We're getting infrastructure. Yeah. Fucking infrastructure, baby. You love it. You love to see it. Power reserve capacity could be useful, but setting people on fire probably even more useful. I do like final transmutation. When can you become an inflamer? At level 20. That's when the big gains are gonna happen, isn't it? Hey? That's the big gains. I guess pink fire is okay.
I serve the Wind Lord.
Well. There we go.
A precious reward.
I like how positive Thyrus is. He's always like, oh, that's great, brilliant. He's never complaining. He's always like, oh, this is great, this is. Fucking love all this bullshit. What a guy. I'm wondering if Oxyotl will run away.
Tzeentch bestows the glorious.
Because I don't think he's going to want to fight us. I'm wondering if he'll leg it. He didn't run away. Oh. Thyrus has ascended! Fine. Oh, you can ascend to become a Demon Prince. Oh, cool! Oh, I think Thyrus deserves to ascend. He's always such a happy chappy. He doesn't get... Oh, he does get metal shifting. Gets metal and thingy. And he can also whack people in melee combat, which is fun. That's nice. Right. Obviously, Root Marcher. You know what? You kind of look. I'm not going to say it's the biggest glow up since I can't actually think of another one, but he is now. He's gone from nerd to jock, hasn't he? Look at this. He's now probably the biggest, baddest bastard that we've got. in our entire army. Gainhul? No, just Iris. He's now a big. He can bitch slap you. Why can't he have it? Oh, he's already got a Shield of Potalos, that's why. Tell you what, shall we try merging a Shield of Potalos to see what we get? Yeah! A Brass Cleaver. Okay. Not the best. What about if we merge it again? What about if we merge it again? Yes, do it! A Fragment of... Right, that's not going to be that useful, is it? Actually, in hindsight. Can you equip that? You can. So it gives you Birona's Time Warp and Net of Amintok. I mean... Alright. Have a healing potion as well. That should hopefully keep you semi-alive. I don't... Like, that's fine. The Tzeentchian Mutant, like, there are no other Tzeentch factions within a bajillion miles of us. Obsidian Blade. Now, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Okay. You... Right, what? Wait, what did I give you? Did you have a potion of healing? You got the Obsidian Blade. You got that thingy. Yeah, that's fine.
Of the Destiny Scroll.
You know what? I think the Potion of Toughness is better because you just get those heals, which I think is probably better. Oh yeah, of course we merged the... I was thinking we had the Brass Cleaver, but we don't. Because I merged the bastards. Merged the bastard, didn't I? Right, we're going to encircle that. We bring the reinforcements in. You are going to slowly die from attrition. As are we. That's not particularly ideal. Right. Right, what is the... Wow, you're just going to kill everything, eh? At least you're going to kill the cheap units. But I want to see what the battle map is. Is it just a full... Right, you do get the settlement. But you don't have many missile units. So this may actually work against you. Okay, so it's going to be quite a tough battle, but we do have one thing for us. We have massive range advantage, which we can use to chase the enemy army down, force it to engage us on our terms. And of course, we've also got our massive new beefcake on his way. Thyros, he's been working out. He's been hitting the old Gaim. He's been hitting them quads, the other bits. It's all ripply and shit. Anyway. Yeah, already the enemy army is sort of like redeploying. They do not like the fact that, you know, we can shoot them and they're going to have to come out of their settlement to fight us. Now, while they do retreat at the moment, they won't want to retreat for long because obviously we can push in and grab this objective. That will send them mad and they will desperately try and retake it. So as we start to threaten that objective, they are now going to start throwing some units at us. This obviously works out in our favour. They do outnumber us. Obviously, some of our marauders will die, but I mean, I don't really care. That's what they're there for. Getting sucked off there, and yet even more guys charge in to also get sucked off. Fair enough. Meanwhile, Kairos and I need to give Diomedes a better name. God, yet more skink cohort just charging in there. We're definitely doing more damage to them than they are to us, which is good. Because we must remember that our pink horror is actually not bad in melee combat. I mean, their weapon strength is kind of meh, but they're alright. They're not too bad. So, once they've run out of ammunition, you know, we can throw them into melee combat. Because we do have the... Where are they? Oh, these guys. There we go. The Blazing Squealers, who have even better melee attacks. So, should we actually need to throw them into melee combat, they will do reasonably alright. I mean, eventually, I might want to replace all of my blue horrors with pink horrors, because, I mean, blue horrors are basically just worse pink horrors. Just trying to kill off this Feral Bastillodon, surrounding it with the Severed Claw. We do have that quite beefy anti-verse large. We're definitely pushing them back. They do have pretty hefty reserves being held in the centre there. They're slowly sort of like drip feeding in units to try and keep us at bay. Is it firepower raining down on those Cyrus? Of course, we also have the Warp Flame effect, which makes them even more susceptible to fire attacks. Those Bastion, they are very tanky, aren't they? They can just soak up a lot of missile fire. I mean, they don't do too much damage. There goes Final Transmutation. It's just a good spell. It's genuinely a lot of fun, in my opinion. You can see Daemon racking up the kills there from his Final Transmutation. What's this do? Decrease cooldown, duration. Okay, full. Good to know. Oh, there's Thyrus. He's finally arrived. Landing in the midst of a horde of skinks who are chucking javelins at me. He's now bitch slapping them to death. What a beefcake. Okay, it looks like we've managed to beat them back, which means we should now be able to push forward a little bit. If we create like a defensive cordon here, keep enemy units away from us, we can then bring up the pink and blue horrors. Thyrus now surrounded by the Blessed Cold Spear Riders. Oh, these guys have anti-large. There we go. 14 bonus burst large. I mean, it's not amazing, but it's certainly enough with poor Thyrus here surrounded. It's probably not ideal. There goes the Final Transmutation, trying to help him out a little bit. Does seem to be having a... just slowly siphoning the health off everything around there. Doing some good damage. Throws up to 40 kills. Very nice. Okay, we're moving up to take this minor supply location. You can see our spears have taken a bit of a beating. That's what they're for. And the Marauders keeping a unit of skink cohorts at bay. Don't know who's winning that. Looting decisively. Combat even. Okay, that's fine. They're about to get charged in the back by a feral Bastillodon mine, so that could flip. Virus is actually in a little bit of trouble here. He's kind of surrounded on all sides. He's being attacked by feral Bastillodon. He's got Cold Spear Riders around him. He's got javelins. But the pink horrors have arrived to even the odds. Ideally not by shooting him in the back. But, you know, he'll take what he can get at the moment. No, those horned ones charging in. But, say the pink horrors, actually no slouches in melee combat for the most part. And they will be able to put those horned ones down. Thyrus is saved. He gets 75 kills. That's all from melee combat as well. That's not using magic. That's just using the guns. The twins, as he likes to call them. That's real magic for you. These skink cohort are actually causing us some slight issues. They're actually... They may be on fire, but they're not doing as badly as I thought they would be. Fortunately, we do have Flamey here. Flamey's turned up. He's going to go and help the Marauders. Or at least the ones that don't get in the way of his flame, anyway. Obviously, the ones that do get in the way... Well, but I think they'll need a little bit more help, to be honest. Oh, lovely flame there. Just carving through the Saurus Boreas, doing so much damage. God, if I could get another Exalted Flamer, I would be so happy. Just absolute devastation. 133 kills. Oh my god. Just the best thing. Just the best. Just setting people on fire is the best thing. Prove me wrong, children. Prove me wrong. Okay, we've managed to push them back. A lot of units now fleeing the battlefield, but the battle is not over, and they've still got about 500 guys held in reserve. The other thing the Flamers are good for is taking out buildings. Like, they will just annihilate any building. Okay, well, seeing as it seems like what's left of the enemy army does not want to come out to play anymore, we're going to have to go inside and get them. Skink's desperately manning the barricades, but the barricades won't stay up for long. Kairos and Thyrus leading the way. The Blue Brothers, as I like to call them, because they're both blue. Alright, we've got some pterodons flapping around there. They should be pretty easy to kill off. Oxyotl probably the main threat. But again, he's just going to sit back and, like, spit shit at us. Which isn't really that... It's not really that hard to deal with, to be honest. Some skink cohorts slowing us down momentarily, but becoming terrified by the Knights of Tzeentch. The weird spawn are almost dead. It's probably not a good idea to bring them, but I'm sure they'll be fine. Thyrus has taken a bit of damage there. He's taking a lot of missile fire from all directions, but he is beating up the pterodons. I think those pterodons just bombed their own units. Interesting tactical choice. And our forces are now flooding the area. I think it's going to be a matter of time before army losses start taking effect. Yep, there we go. There we go. We've retaken the settlements. Just 2 more to go. We finally did it. We finally broke through. I'm kind of tempted to loot and occupy, but I'm just going to occupy. Phew. We did, well, did we complete a mission? Did we? We got more money. Great! I wanted more money. And defences. That's probably going to come in useful. I'm going to make Thyrus into an absolute fucking beefcake. He's going to be the biggest beefcake.
Useful adornments.
Okay, this, I think we're fine. I mean, obviously I don't like... Oh, are we these guys? When did that happen? I don't... Oh, no, I do remember that. And then they left us alone, didn't they? Thanks, guys. I don't suppose you want to go to war with someone else, do you? Just to keep you busy? No? Okay, well... Well, At least there's defences here, so that's something. Do I want the Infernal Citadel? You know what? Yeah, I do.
Chaos incarnate.
Yeah, I think I do. At least we're continuing with, you know, we've got big corruption here. That's great. We've got a military crackdown.
Demonic glory.
However, 2 skill points for old Kairos there. I'm going to do something like that, because what I really want is whatever the fuck gives me weapon strength. No, why would I want weapon strength for flamers? Again, I already felt that should be missile strength or something. Incendiary assault just doesn't make any sense. Like, why you'd give, like, flamers melt in combat. I mean, literally melt. You hit them in melee, they literally just explode. So why you'd want to give them more weapon strength is bonkers to me. So where is the... Oh, there we go, horrors. So speed, missile resistance. I mean, none of that's particularly useful, I'll be honest. The missile strength and barrier, on the other hand, kind of good.
To the Nexus.
You know what? Magical reserves, sure. If we bring that down to... You're still making all the money, right? No. Okay. We'll put one there, and we'll beef that up there. That should give us some winds of magic. This requires campaign movement range, so we can't do that. But we can do that.
We witnessed eternity.
God, that must be a... I can barely watch Breaking Bad, so... Impressive stuff. It's sitting down and watching stuff. I struggle with it, you know? Unless it really grabs me. People can go, oh, this is really, really good. I'm like, well, yeah, I'm never going to watch that because I have no desire right now, even though, you know, you've given me your endorsement, and that's great, but I have no actual desire to watch it, so I'm not going to be. I suppose we want these in every province, don't we? Because we've got the port here. This is going to give me 15%. This, on the other hand, gives me 30%. And also 12 Tzeentch corruption. It's kind of a no-brainer. I am somewhat nervous about potential attacks. But we're not going to worry about that right now. At the moment, we've got the whatchamacallit, the momentum. That's the one. We got the momentum. We need to keep that up. Keep that momentum up. Okay, open gates. Sure. And more winds of magic. I mean, that is... What is our maximum? That's a big maximum. Genuinely don't know. What is our maximum? I mean, looks good.
Let us move.
Yeah, I did think you potentially would be on your way. I did see that as a potential issue. Arcane Conduit, yes. Although Arcane, it must be said, Arcane Conduit for Tzeentch isn't as, because you get 40% power recharge rate. Right, great. Apart from the fact that every single one of these guys gives me 40% power recharge rate as well. So, you know, we could just go straight for it. Oof, that is a lot of Cold One Riders.
I have risen.
That is a shit ton of Cold One Riders. Do not like. Can I do something? What I want to do is to get... No. Well, yeah, to be honest, someone to be at war with Zlatlan. Anyone, really. Doesn't matter. I don't really care. You? Oh, shit. Yeah. Suck that, guys! Did you two even like each other? Minus 30. You didn't really like, but now you're at war, so hopefully that'll keep you busy. With any luck. Just as planned. I mean, I don't know what this is going to do. I don't think I can probably peace out with them. It would be nice if I could, but never mind. Right, we'll concentrate on killing off Oxyotl. We're slowly crawling back across our old territory. It's not an auspicious start at turn 62 to our campaign, but we are slowly doing it, so that's fun. That's not going to help with replenishment. I'm going to do that because that's going to give you a massive boost of Winds of Magic. And frankly, I feel like if we could just drop Winds of Magic all over them, then we're basically winning. So let's do that. But that's going to have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.